Hey guys, thanks for taking just a minute to go over your contract. I just wanted to go over a couple of things in person with you in case there's any clarification type questions. And if you have any after this, feel free to ask your leads. I've gone over this with each of them and they should be able to answer most of your questions. If you'll also then sign and date this and email it back to me as quick as possible, that would be wonderful. A couple of changes and clarifications that we want to make sure that you understand. First and foremost, tutoring is for underclassmen only. We've been advised strongly to not tutor our classmates as you are in the same level of education as them. We can help at open labs. We have fellows to help at those. But when it comes to signing up for acuity type appointments, they are for underclassmen only. We are advising and recommending to all the students who come to these tutoring appointments to have already read the material. So if you get someone asking questions about material that has not been covered in lecture already, do not answer them, refer them to other resources or to come back after that information has been presented. And last, don't be afraid to get creative in your tutoring opportunities. If you need to meet in a different location, if you need to meet over Skype or video chat in some form, that is totally acceptable, both for you and your schedule as well as for the person needing the tutoring. One change that we've made is that as a tutor, you'll only be allowed to tutor one course at a time. For OPP and PCM, that means that there'll be those tutors for the semester. For the system course and labs, it means that you will do one or the other for that course. So for example, if you're a lab tutor for GI, you won't be a systems tutor for GI. You may be a tutor for the next course as long as it doesn't have a lab, or you may choose if I want to do the lab or the course. So again, your leads will help coordinate each of those things. Make sure that you're submitting your hours before Friday for the upcoming week to your lead, saying, hey, Taylor, I'm going to work 1 hour of prep, 2 hours at the open lab, and I've got my 3 hours on acuity. They will need to approve all of those before you put them on acuity, because the only way you're going to get paid is if they're on acuity or they're an already scheduled open lab, something like that. When the week is completed, you'll then need to report to your lead the hours that were actually worked. So if you had 3 hours available on acuity but only one filled up, you'll report that to your lead, and they'll let you know how they want those hours reported. These are the individual descriptions. Everyone will be paid a set amount of pay for this coming spring semester. That will be $13 an hour. Prep time will not be compensated unless it's defined in your individual responsibility. So I want to come down to those real quick. Topic reviews, you will be allowed up to 3 hours each week for prep. Again, pending lead approval. If they feel that 3 hours are not necessary every single week, then they will guide you otherwise. Individual tutors, you'll be allowed 1 hour each week to catch up on the current lectures and be prepared to answer questions. And then the lab tutors will be compensated for 1 hour each week of prep, and any additional prep hours for lab will be coordinated through your lead. The hours are set up such that you'll have a maximum number of hours each course or each semester, which equates to about 5 hours each week, or 5 hours 5 hours each week for the course or for the month. That doesn't mean that's all you can work in each week. So for example, for GI, it's a 3-week course. You have a max of 15 hours. You might do 1 hour the first week, 10 hours the second week, and 4 hours the final week. They can accrue. There's no limit per week. It's according to your schedule. And I think the last thing that we want to go over is just make sure to get that signed and turned into me. We'll need all of those collected before we start tutoring on the 2nd. Again, thanks for your help. We're looking forward to a great semester. Hope these changes are helpful. And if you have additional questions, email your leads first. They'll email me second. Or if your lead is unavailable, feel free to email me anytime. Thanks, guys.